Hi beautiful people, I hope that you're all doing really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we are doing a love reading. Last week's was a career reading. If you haven't checked it out, I have left the link below. It was the last video I uploaded, so it's pretty easy to find. I got lots of nice feedback on it through Instagram. It gave some people a lot of clarity around what's happening for them. And yeah, some big movement and changes for a lot of people, which is really awesome to hear. So thank you to all of those, to all of you who have provided me with that feedback. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so as I said before, we are doing a love/relationship reading today. We are going to be having a look at the current energies surrounding the relationship, how your person is feeling about you, and what it is that you need to know about what is going on in the relationship between the two of you. Now, before I start, I just want to give a bit of a disclaimer. Sometimes these readings can be very triggering for people, especially if you're feeling highly emotional or vulnerable. So please just keep that in mind, because if you've seen any of my other videos, I don't cherry pick my cards. I read the messages as I see them. And sometimes the message might not be the ideal message you want to hear, but I'm just giving you what it is that I'm being provided. Also, please keep in mind, though, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid, so things can change. So the energies around the reading I'm giving you today are in congruence with what's happening today at this current time when you are watching this video. So once you hear the messages that are in your reading, you can then of course shift things in accordance to what you need to do for your higher good. All right, now I am going to show you 3 different words. You are going to pick a word which you are most drawn to. It may or may not have something to do with the reading or what's going on in the relationship. I wouldn't be too focused on that when you're choosing. Just go with your gut. This is a very general reading. It is not a personalized reading, so the message may or may not resonate for you. So please just apply it to your situation. Most of the time it will apply to what's going on for you, but of course there's going to be quite a number of you watching, so take it as it resonates. If you would like to get a more personal reading, you can find all the links below. If you would like to check out my social media platforms, you can find them in the description box below. Also, if you feel like dropping me a tip, please feel free to, as well. My PayPal details are below. However, in saying that, I have no expectations of that whatsoever. I'm just putting it forth because I've had a couple of people ask over the last couple of days. So thank you for those of you who've been giving me some tips. All right, without any further ado, I'm going to show you your 3 different words. Now, to get a really clear and concise message, I recommend that you just watch the one reading and choose one word. However, if you wish to watch all 3 readings, please of course feel free to do so. If you haven't yet already subscribed, please feel free to do so. Once you hit the subscribe button, there is also a bell button. If you tap that, it then notifies you of every time I upload a new video. Please also feel free to share this video and to like, and of course feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. Let's get into it, guys. So pile 1 or word 1 is going to be prosperity. Pile 2 or word 2 is going to be grace. And pile 3 or word 3 is going to be humility. So from top to bottom, we have prosperity as group 1 or pile 1, grace as group 2 or pile 2, and humility as group 3 or reading 3. Now, if you need a little bit more time to pick which word is yours, I'll get you to pause the video because we are about to start the readings. Okay, for those of you who chose the word prosperity or pile 1, this is your reading. Now this is very interesting because I do feel like this word does interlink and is part of this reading. As I said before, this is a very general reading, so you just need to keep this in mind and apply the messages that I'm giving to you to your particular situation. Now, sometimes the roles can be reversed in that I'm going to be giving you messages of how this person is thinking and feeling and what they're planning to do in regards to how they see you in the relationship. But this could be crossed over or intertwined, okay? But these are your messages. So this person is thinking that there needs to be some balance in this relationship. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like this person really sees you as someone that has the ability to support others and support yourself. And this is where I'm saying that you need to take it as it resonates, because I feel in this relationship there is one person that either earns more money or has more money than the other. And this is becoming a bit of an issue if it isn't already. So this person is thinking there needs to be balance. This person feels also that in order to find and create balance, there has to be balance between the two of you. As in, okay, I said that wrong. In order for there to be balance and equilibrium and in order for them to feel equal to you in this relationship, there needs to be this equal give and take, which is around money. Clarifying, we have the 4 of Swords. So this person is in contemplation, I feel. This person may currently be sick, or they might feel quite tired and exhausted from their current job or their current way of being or thinking or feeling. And I feel like a lot of them are taking time out or need the time to take the time out to think about how they can create prosperity on their own and then bring it into the relationship, whether it's on a monetary level or whether it's on an emotional level. Only you will know. This is just what I'm getting here, okay? We have more cards that are really bringing this home, because we then have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is how they're feeling. They're feeling like they're not living up to your standards, or they feel like they're not making as much money as you or not working as hard as you. And they sometimes feel like they're a bit of a burden, which of course creates that feeling of unbalance in the relationship. And this is where they want balance to come in order to make this work. Clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 7 of Cups. So this is talking about them thinking about different options in regards to how they're feeling. So if they're feeling unbalanced within the relationship, they're now thinking about, what are my options? Some of them may even be thinking, what would my options be like if I left this relationship? What would be my options like if I tried to look for another job or another form or means or way of making money? Or just, what are my other options in general? Because they're feeling like this, which is not a great feeling. They're looking for ways out of this feeling, because there's real, imbalance imbalance, imbalance, imbalance. Your last card for what they're planning, what they're hoping for is, and this is really interesting because this is the card of the week on Instagram. This is the Ten of Cups. So they're really hoping and wanting and wishing for, you know, this ultimate emotional fulfillment with you and within the relationship, on whatever level and whatever this means to them or to you. So this could mean having a family with you, or it could just mean having some sort of future with you where there's emotional fulfillment. And clarifying, we have the beautiful Temperance. So in order for this to come in, this is again talking about finding balance. So this person, you know, knows that they need to find balance, and you're seeing this pattern of this person needing to find balance throughout this reading. Balance, I believe, in order to create prosperity within this connection. Your Ascended Masters, pile 1, or prosperity, is meditate. And I think this is pretty straightforward. So this is telling me to tell you that if you need further clarity, I know this was a very short reading, but I'm just doing it short. I usually do short readings anyway, but this seems like a shorter reading than general because it's a very clear message to me, okay? And as I always mention, if you would like a more in-depth personal reading that is tailored to you and your situation, I can do one of those for you. All the details are below. But let me read this Ascended Masters for you from the book. Okay. So the meaning here is be still and listen. You need some time alone. Be honest with yourself. Join a meditation group or take a meditation class. Listen to a meditation CD, not TV, sorry. So this is really about you, as it says, being honest with yourself, I guess, about this situation, and whether you feel like there's equal balance in there, and whether you think this is something that is doable. I also forgot that I got you as a viewer a word of advice. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and of course this can represent a man or a woman. So I'm going to read it as an energy. So for you, I'm getting that this is really advising you to think about yourself and your own prosperity, and think about, you know, what you need to do to consider to nurture yourself, and to be creating, if not already created, maintaining your foundation financially. Because as I said before at the beginning of this reading, I feel like one of you has more money or is more financially stable. So this is just saying to me, remain in that energy of looking after your money, not relying on someone else for financial stability. Keep the savings that you have and continue to save. Continue to nurture yourself and keep yourself as a first priority. All right, pile 1 or prosperity, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it's been able to give you some clarity and or insight. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Okay, so for those of you who chose the word grace or pile 2, this is your reading. Let's get into it. Please remember, this is a very general reading, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. Okay, so first up we have the Hierophant. This is talking about what your person is thinking about your current relationship. So I feel like this person is really contemplating what this relationship means to them, if it's something that they want to commit to for the rest of their life. Now, if you're already in a committed relationship with this person, that doesn't matter. They're still thinking about the commitment that they've made to this relationship, or whether they want to make further commitment to this relationship. There's something that they're learning about commitment, loyalty, and some of them even faith. It's like I'm really being drawn to the keys down here. It's like I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I feel like there's going to be a very big shift for you very soon in this relationship, but let's go further. So yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is clarifying this. So this is talking about long-term commitment. Is this relationship something that is either going to continue to give them this financial stability and this safe, secure stability? If it already is, if you're already in that situation, whether this is something they still feel comfortable with, or whether they want to, or whether they're considering something else. Maybe this means something different to them now. This is how they're feeling. So we have the Five of Pentacles. This is interesting because this came up in the first reading as well. So they're feeling like, yeah, there's an imbalance in this relationship, and they're also feeling that, I just feel like there isn't a great deal of happiness in this relationship, or it's almost like they're holding this relationship back from it being a happy one, or from you being happier than what you already are in the relationship. These two people aren't walking side by side, and one of them has crutches and is kind of holding the one at the front back a bit. So maybe this is talking about one of you, maybe this is talking about this person feeling like they're holding you back. And so maybe this is why they're contemplating if this is something they want or want to continue to have with you. We have the Queen of Cups clarifying this card, and I kind of really think that the Queen of Cups depicts you, and reading it as an energy, not as a sex, I'm really feeling like you're the type of person that has probably provided your partner with a lot of love, a lot of compassion, a lot of patience and loving. But it's not, it feels like it's kind of not reciprocated here, or it's not balanced between the two of you. But this is why this person really likes you, because you're very, you know, sensitive and compassionate and kind, and you can generally see both sides of the stories. I feel like you're really a really empathetic person. But I'm just wondering whether their energy is matching yours and whether you're happy with this situation. You're going to be getting a message very, very soon. We have the Page of Swords. So this message could either be from this reading, or this person is going to be telling you something soon. There's going to be a message that's going to bring some clarity about this relationship. And we have the Ten of Wands clarifying. There's going to be communication or a message around the burdens that have been carried in this relationship. And I don't mean to sound negative when I say burdens, but I just feel like, as I said before, there's been this imbalance, and it feels like one of you has been perhaps carrying this relationship more. And it may just come across like that, and it may just be a feeling. That might not actually be what's happening, but I feel like one of you has a little bit more grace. Sorry, the word is grace. One of you has a little bit more grace than the other. And I feel like maybe you've been giving this person grace for quite a while. But you're going to find out very soon about this. Something's going to be coming up. Word of advice for you as the viewer, we have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this is talking about there being some sort of surprise around the corner. I feel like you're going to be discovering something very soon about yourself and or the relationship or this person. But when you think about those 3 points that I just made available to you, you know, everything's connected. So whether it's about the person that you're with or it's about yourself or the relationship, it's all connected, if that makes sense. There is definitely something coming up that's going to make things clear with what needs to happen in this relationship. Now, your Ascended Master is Yes. This is Ganesh. So I'm going to read the meaning from the book for you. So it says here, the answer to your question is yes. This is a good time to make a move or change. Your prayers have been answered and are being your prayers have been heard and are being answered. You have support, positive support for this situation. Keep the faith. Okay, so that yes could mean anything. You'll know what it means very soon. All right, pile 2 or Grace, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Lots of love and light. Okay, pile 3, or for those of you who chose the word humility, this is your reading. Let's get into it. Please remember this is a very general reading. Time is an illusion. Energy is fluid. If you'd like to get a more personal reading, you can find all the details in the description box below. Let's get into it. So, humility. How does that word make you feel? What image does it conjure up? Your first card, this is how your person is thinking about the relationship. We have the 5 of Pentacles. This card has been in every single pile of these readings, which is interesting. I should just have a t-shirt that says interesting written on it. It is. So there's this collective energy of 1 or 2 or all of you not feeling quite balanced, not feeling quite good enough for this relationship. This is how this person is thinking. They're thinking that there isn't a balance there. They might put you on a bit of a pedestal and they kind of feel like they need to be able to catch up with you or be good enough for you, is what I'm thinking here. Clarifying, we have the 2 of Swords. So there's this real feeling of one or both of you being a little bit guarded around this, and maybe not being able to pick up on this or see it clearly. And so it sometimes might create a little bit of conflict, but I don't think great deals of conflict. I think both of you are going through a lot of transitions at the moment. I'm really picking up on the 2 swords here. Maybe both of you. It's like both of you are holding swords at this point of time. I feel like this person is trying to strengthen themselves as well. But I also am picking up that for a lot of you, this is how you're feeling as well. Maybe you're feeling a little bit guarded, and maybe you're coming across as guarded or a little bit defensive, and so therefore this person is feeling less than. So take it as that resonates. All right, so how they're feeling about the situation or the relationship. We have the 2 of Wands. This person really knows that they have the world in their hands. They know they have the power and the ability to change the dynamics here, and I guess make the change within themselves. When I'm looking at this reading, the way the cards are lay is like this. So it's like this person here, which I think represents your partner, is looking at this situation here, you know, and looking at how this can be better, how this can be improved, and clarifying the 2 of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. So I feel like this person is thinking of ways they can reignite passion in this relationship, or bring more passion and excitement into the relationship. They may even be thinking about some travel, or planning to do some traveling with you. In order to bring about more equilibrium, I think, and balance in the relationship. But yeah, they're definitely feeling that there needs to be a change more so within themselves. Because both or one of you is very guarded because of the imbalance. Okay, so what they're planning to do, we have the Page of Cups here. So what they're planning to do, I feel, is just to continue to express to you how much they like you, how much you mean to them. They may be buying you little gifts, or writing you poems, or sending you nice little things. They've got this very young energy about them, so they could be possibly younger than you, or they've just got this young energy. We have this 10 of Pentacles clarifying, so they're really trying to put effort into communicating also the fact that that they are wanting to have a solid foundation with you, and that they're wanting to build a solid foundation with you, I feel. And this is important to them. I feel like this is something they're going to express to you, because I think with this person, it's very interesting because you've got all of the elements in here. You've got fire, you've got earth, and you have air with the swords. So I feel like this is really about a lot of balance in this relationship being created, and humility. There goes one of my lights, sorry. Interesting. Your Ascended Masters, pile 3, or humility, is spiritual law of attraction. Absolutely. That's what I'm really getting here. And especially with this particular card here, this person is trying to manifest. They know they have the power to change the world. They know they have the world in their hands. I feel like this person is very quickly growing in confidence with whatever work it is that they're doing on themselves. So spiritual law of attraction. Okay, so I'm going to read the meaning to you. You can change or heal this situation by elevating your thoughts to a more positive level. Your prayers and affirmations have attracted a wonderful new person or situation into your life. This situation is not a reward or a punishment. You have retracted it, which means that you can also repel or magnify it as you choose. Visualize and affirm only what you desire. So this is also talking about mirroring. So there's probably a lot of mirroring going on in this relationship, like there generally is in relationships, but I think more so in this one is being highlighted to me. Very cool. Your word of advice for the viewer, we have the Tower. Now what I'm getting here is I feel that you've probably gone through a lot of Tower moments with this person. Or maybe you feel like you're currently going through a Tower moment with this person, or perhaps you're both collectively going through Tower moments together. In a positive way, I feel like, because when you think about the Tower is about there being a breakdown in energy breaking down in order for new energy to be created, or not so much created, but to shift things, you know, in order to build a new tower, it needs to first collapse, right? And I feel like this is really representing both of you. So I feel like both of you are having these moments, or going through a lot of them at the moment. Remembering it's a Mercury retrograde at the moment, so a lot of stuff is going to be, a lot of your own shadow work is going to be highlighted. A lot of old stuff, issues from the past that you haven't processed and worked through are going to be highlighted as well and mirrored within your relationships. All right, pile 3, or humility. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Please feel very free to leave feedback and comments below if you wish to do so. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.